Hello, welcome to Daily News from RJyet TV. Daily meetings of Grand Shia Jurist Ayatollah Shirazi. The Grand Shia Jurist Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq Hosseini Shirazi hosts a variety of visitors on a daily basis, including scholars, clerics, religious and cultural figures, academics, seminary teachers, and public groups of believers from around the world. It is worth noting that these meetings are held at the Grand Jurist's office in Holy Qom in Iran at 11 a.m. every day. Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi holds conference in Basra. The Office of Grand Shia Jurist Ayatollah Shirazi in Basra held a conference in this city to discuss the threats of drug addiction. The conference was held in cooperation with Youth and Sports Department of Basra. Sheikh Nazar al-Hassan, the director of the Grand Jurist's office, delivered a speech at this event to highlight the human's dignity and the consequences of drug addiction. Further, the book of The Threats of Addiction, written by the late Grand Jurist Ayatollah Sayyid Muhammad Shirazi, and the book of Damaging Impacts of Alcohol in Society by Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq Shirazi were introduced at this event. Imam Hadi Institute gives out books to schools and cultural centers in Afghanistan. Imam Hadi Institute, dependent to Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the Afghan capital Kabul, distributed books written by the Grand Jurist Ayatollah Shirazi among schools and cultural centers in Afghanistan in a bid to promote the culture of the Holy Ahlul Bayt, peace be upon them, in this country. As of now, hundreds of books have been distributed in the provinces of Bamiyan, Kabul, Ghazni, Mazar-e-Sharif, and Badakhshan. ISWF publishes a statement to Interparliamentary Union in Qatar. As the Interparliamentary Union kicks off in Doha, the capital of Qatar, Imam Shirazi World Foundation published a statement calling for increasing support for human development. Some parts of the statement read as follows. The Interparliamentary Union is hosted by Doha, the capital of Qatar, in a very complicated situation, which is unprecedented since World War II. The current crises in the world have now plagued the entire international community, and more specifically the Middle East, with issues such as mass immigration, the like of which has not been seen in centuries. In view of the moral and legal responsibilities of the Interparliamentary Union, there is need for serious updated legislations that can stymie the rolling ball of crises around the world and ensure the rights of all people in all nations. Imam Shirazi World Foundation expects the decision makers at this union to address these issues out of order and make sure that the global and regional tensions, violence, and sectarianism are restricted by new legislations in place. On the flip side, Imam Shirazi World Foundation calls on the Interparliamentary Union to address issues regarding civil rights, such as the right to protest and the freedom of expression, as well as education, security, and stability in all nations. The ISWF calls on all legislative bodies around the world to formulate and pass coherent and proportional laws in parallel with challenges, crises, and human transformation as a means to ensure equity, justice, and non-discrimination among nations. Such laws can be the cornerstone of economic, political, and social reformations around the world and bring great changes to our generation and all the generations to come.